Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh my god.
I guess I'm only allowed in one channel.
Well, oh god, I'm so fucked. I finally ate at least. I've been up for over 24 hours. Hey Matt.
Hey, it's weird. I haven't seen you talking or heard you talk in a long time.
Well, we haven't hung out a long time.
Yeah.
I am, yeah. Oh god.
So the first thing you really have to do is take a real good look at my profile picture because it is amazing.
All right, I shall. I obviously, if he was basically terrible, I'm all for it. You said something about Satan, right?
It's so good, and it's a real fucking label too. Like that's just a picture of a hot sauce label.
It's from his hot sauce. That's fucking hilarious.
Apparently, the hot sauce never got made, but they did make the label for it still.
I guess it was too hot. It was just like burning up. It was like hell's fire in everyone's mouth, I guess. Yeah, Trucker went to get McDonald's a while ago, and I don't know where the fuck he is.
Sure, man, whatever.
Yeah, so Trucker is Samia's best friend, or Alicia's best friend, and he's also like, I guess you could say what my best friend's now too. So I've been playing outside of a bunch of other games like 40 like Dark Tide and
Yeah, you jump around games all over the place. It's crazy.
so Trucker bought me for my birthday. It just came yesterday. Or was it today? I think it was yesterday. Obviously, now I'm thinking about it. A rail driver controller, which is a $200 actual throttle, and you can control the trains and games that support it. Which the games rail sims I play support it. So it's an actual physical engine dash more or less.
Huh.
It's like a steering wheel for rail fans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
I just gotta put the stickers on it. I'm gonna do it when I'm sober because I am not gonna be I am not gonna fucking live with me putting stickers upside down right now. But yeah, it's super fucking awesome. So Trucker is a real trucker, and um, he got me into American Truck Simulator, and he also got me into European Truck Simulator because it was on sale. So he gifted it to me because that's
Oh, so the big difference being the speedometers in miles per hour or
yeah,
kilometers per hour.
exactly. I like the European one a little more for like I guess you'd say atmosphere, but And yeah, I'm trying to get Trucker into my craft at Amtrak. Because he's sick of being a long 18-wheeler trucker. So he's. I said, "Where you gonna be, railroader sensei?" But I'm gonna try to get into my craft. But he doesn't have his COVID shots, so he couldn't apply. And they want proof for new hires, which is something I just found out.
Yeah, of course.
So he can't probably apply for the current class. He's gonna aim for the next month. If What the hell's going on my computer? If all else fails, my dad can get him in track. I already talked to my dad about it. And Trucker's already down for the idea as a last resort. And he can go from track to Minecraft anyway, because he'll get presidents after a year. So. Did I tell you I got my little sister-in-law in the Amtrak?
You told me that you were trying.
So Brianna,
That, like, she was taking, what's it called? Like the initial classes or whatever.
so she
The
passed.
initial training
Yeah,
course.
she passed the classes. She got 100 on NORAG, which I didn't do until like retake when I did my yearly requalification. I got 100 last year, but not this year.
Nice.
I never fail it. I never fail it.
Yeah, of
This
course.
this year it took me like 7 minutes to go through all of it. I was just like, fuck it. There's like two questions that really bother me, and they're probably the two I got wrong. Um, it's it's got to that point where I've been doing it for so long. It's kind of second nature, but I'm not trying to toot my own horn. It turns out also that they keep telling the new class, the new people in the new classes that are coming out to our section that the people at Thorn are good at training people. And concerning the people I trained a lot in the last year or two, they all keep saying like they keep singing the praises of me and Mike Perro, and then so. I mean, I try to pass it forward or pay it forward. You know what I mean? I had good
Yeah.
training, so and I went through some shit to get back to where I'm at. So like, I'm really good at the job now, and like, I don't mean that like foolishly or like I always double triple check myself. Like I double check my blocks, and then when I'm giving them to a dispatcher, as I'm reading like a Thorn, I have a BDN, a 45 switch normal, 47 switch reverse. I'm looking at my fucking actual machine as I'm reading it out for the. That's my triple check with proper indication at the end of it, because it is literally with proper indication, because I'm double checking as I'm saying it. So I'm very careful. Oh man, I love my job. Did you know that yesterday was my 10-year anniversary at Amtrak?
Wow, already.
Yeah, my dad's like,
That's nuts.
my dad said, I can't make fun of you no more. You're a real railroad. I'm like, you can still make fun of me. I'm sure you will. He's like, no, I can't. You're a real railroad. I'm like, all right, whatever. You're going to bust my balls anyway.
Don't worry, he can. He'll just tone it down a bit.
He's just, my dad is like so ultra proud of me because like there's a few people left that he knows that I've actually dealt with in other crafts, and they're just like, your son Freddie's great to work with, and he's good at his job, and it's not like it's lies. Like I treat others like I want to be treated.
Yeah.
I've always been like that. I try to. I mean, as I got older, I even try to be more like that now. But like, I just like try to. I try my best to just get along with everyone if I can. Once in a while, I get an asshole. I had a fucking engineer. This is a fun one. This happened to me for the first time. I've had this job at Thorn for 6 years now.
Well, you want to hear a good training story?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll tell you mine.
I got about a 10-second, whatever you want to call it, training session on how to drive a tractor, and then told to go out with a giant, basically it's a giant vacuum on the back of it to suck up leaves.
Yeah?
And I go to shift into gear, the tractor bucks, I lose control of it, and hit a car. In about the course of 3 seconds.
So basically, they didn't teach you how to use a fucking manual transmission, I'm guessing.
And then they decided maybe I'm not ready to drive a tractor yet.
I don't know. I know when it comes to actual 18-wheelers, a trucker isn't qualified to use. He's an automatic truck, but like when it comes to like what my old union rep who is medically disqualified right now because he used to do that shit. He told me it's like because he drove a manual like for his pickup. But it's different. Like when you drive a manual for a truck,
Oh yeah.
you gotta push in the clutch to engage it. Where like or I'm sorry to release it. Where I think it's release. It's the opposite of engaging, right? No, you gotta put. No, you're right. You gotta push in to engage. I'm sorry. So like when you and like the Fiat, I pressed in my clutch, change gears. With a truck, you gotta release the clutch pedal to change gears. Is what you told me.
Yeah.
So I know things about things I never worked with. Ain't that silly?
And like, yeah, it's you learn about these things, and
Hey,
I was expected to know them, and they're like, "What? You don't know how to drive a manual?" I'm like, "No, I don't know how to drive a manual. Like,
hey,
I barely know how to drive an automatic. Like,
oh my god, you know how to drive a fucking automatic.
well, part of I ride my bike 99% of my life makes me think I know how to drive every vehicle known to man.
I mean, you've driven all my cars at one time or another. You gotta really, you gotta really. I know I told you about my new car, but you gotta really see it. It's a nice car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a spoiled brat. That's why I told everyone at work. I'm like, my father told me a year ago, which is true. He's like, don't. When I got that Bitcoin money, he's like, don't look at used cars. Don't get another car. Which is funny because I was actually looking at. Well, before I got the Bitcoin, I almost bet on getting a used. It was like a 2020 with low mileage. Mazda CX-5. I actually like the car I have. I like the model. Like my father lended me the car before, numerous times. I'm happy. I like what he gave to me. Like
Yeah.
I was looking to get my own one.
But
So
I heard Miatas are where it's at.
fuck that shit. The fucking CX-5 is the fucking like hatchback though. I mean it's still a small hatchback. It's not as big as the Forester, but it's a nice car. And then you got the sports shift. So like if I'm getting on a highway on a short ramp and I need to speed up, I can just put on I can while I'm driving and shift it over to sports shift and then drop it down a gear, hit the fucking pedal, and then go up a gear and fucking blow past everyone, go get where I need to be, and then put it back in drive because you can do that. You know.
Yeah.
And sports shift is that fucking amazing. It's like having having some manual control without having the clutch pedal. But my dad. So you know I told you, but my dad got a brand new model of his current
Yeah.
of the current car. Like he fucking loves the Mazda CX. I said like, all right, so my Mazda CX-5 that he gave to me. Oh, by the way, he picked the same paint color too. I love the paint color. Like you'll see it, you'll understand. It's like a dark, like grayish ish color. It's a very nice color. So so when my dad bought the car originally, he got all the options or most of them. I got a moonroof, which I won't use now, but I've used before.
Why not?
It's it's cold. It's got
I mean, a moonroof is just like a sunroof without tinting, right?
I don't know. I think moonroofs replace all the sunroofs, but it's got heated seats in the front. It's got dual control for the heat slash air conditioning. So one side can be cool, one side can be hot. I kid you not. And
Crazy.
and for 2014, that is pretty fucking crazy. And yeah, and then it's got the sports shift. If you use the drive com and shift it over, well, his actual monitor version, because he never used the sports shift. I'm trying to explain to him. He's like, "You're gonna break the car." I'm like, I looked into it. I made sure I could shift into it when I was driving, and originally I was only shifting between it when I was stopped. I looked into
Yeah, sport shift is just basically it gives you better acceleration, right? Like it keeps you in lower gear for longer.
It burns a lot of gas. It gives you some slightly manual controls over the gears, but it won't let you burn out. It won't let you burn a clutch.
Yeah, obviously.
So,
But like the whole point is you can basically stay in a lower gear for longer,
so
so
my
that you have the better acceleration.
so my dad has it with the middle column, and he also has the paddles on the steering wheel, which I don't have the paddles. I'm fine. I don't really care about the paddles. Like if I want to, when I want to play with it, when I want to use it, it's not even playing with it. When I want to use
Yeah.
it, I like it in the middle anyway because I already know how to drive a manual, so it's kind of just like the first place my hand goes. But so like his version of the car is like super sporty on the outside and super classy on the inside. I'm very impressed by it because like it doesn't have a touchscreen like mine has, but it has this little screen above the dash, and like it has a actual you control it through this little knob and buttons in the middle portion, so you don't have to look at them. Once you're comfortable, and you can just control them with your hands, like you know how you use a controller in a video game,
Yeah.
and so you can, and it's in the middle, so you can see it, so you're not taking your eyes off the road though. It's not super big. It's above the dash. I'm just like, holy shit! Like seriously, I'm sure Mazda's not the only one's doing it. Like that makes fucking sense. Like you got this screen that's slightly above the dash, and then you control it through a input system that at least most younger people can use with through muscle memory, and it means you never take your eyes fully off the road. Because it's literally above the dash. It literally sits above where I got the giant screen in the dash. So like I'm like I love it, but like I finally got a car with built-in Bluetooth support too. That's a plus. But yeah, it's a fun car. It's got 32,000 miles now. I'm desperately trying to keep it as low as I can. It had 28 when I got it. So you still there, Matt?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So I tell you about. So I told you Alicia. I know I told you that Alicia may have. Well, she either has MS, sarcoidosis, or MOG, but it's most likely sarcoidosis. Hopefully, and then her super specialist surgeon slash doctor for uveitis at Willseye, Doctor Dunn, when she went in to see him, which I wasn't there because I go and I park. It's $35 a park. So
Yeah.
what I just do is I drop her off and I go to fucking Walmart parking lot on Columbus Boulevard, which is like 10 minutes away, and I
Spend
just chill.
$35 on some nonsense at Walmart, and then you actually get to take something home.
No, I just don't spend any fucking money. I just sit there. I watch the latest episodes of Bleach because Bleach is finally back in animation. It's really good, by the way. We'll go in that at some point when you visit or whatever. But so he was really excited. He was happy, and he saw some signs of possible sarcoidosis in her eyes. It could be a blood vessel issue, but he's like, it could also be sarcoidosis. And he said to her,
Yeah.
now that she has obviously something going on, when the diagnosis is actually fully made, based on their treatment, and he told her that treatment will most likely give her better visual acuity and help her eyesight. Anyway, he will adjust his
Neat.
treatment. He will adjust his treatment based on that. So 4.5 years, 4.5 years, she was in the 40% of people that had no underlying cause, and until she, for random and different reasons, got an MRI on the brain, and now she's in the 60% of people as an underlying cause for uveitis. So it's like it's at first she woke me up crying because she got her results, and it scared her. But then as the week went on, we went to the neurologist, and she realized it was connected to her eyes, which it is. And she went to Dr. Dunn. And it's finally answers. We finally have
Yeah.
fucking for 4.5 years. This shit was hiding in her fucking brain. It wasn't going anywhere else. Though she's may have it maybe started to manifest in other areas, but like I feel like we're catching it early, so she may be able to live a reasonable high quality of life, and we can get the eyesight back some bit. You know, why the
Yeah.
trucker? Why aren't you not back from McDonald's? I'm gonna kill this dude. Yeah, real quick. I knew you used Discord. I had this feeling you probably
Yeah,
didn't.
we switched between like TeamSpeak and Discord.
Discord's the
And then it seems like Discord's a lot more stable, so we've been sticking with Discord for a long
Sorry, I didn't
time.
mean to hit my mic. Discord's the bomb diggity. I'm gonna take a real quick. I'm gonna take a picture of the box for the rail driver controller. Good. Um,
Barely. You got a lot quieter.
how about now?
Yeah, there you go.
I pissed some things off. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so the setup that well, let me get back on this way. So here's the setup that Alicia and I have. Ooh, ow, that hurts. Oh, that wasn't exactly what I expected to happen, but whatever. Try one more time. So the setup that Sabina and I have is we each have a glass desk on wheels. We each have our OLED TVs. We got the one. She's
Of
got.
course you do.
She's got the.
It's got a 4-letter acronym, and it just came out. Durst got it.
It's not even just came out. OLED's been around for a minute now. They've been around since 2016 as far as TVs go. I got my hands on one 3 years ago. That was the one she's using, the 55 inch.
Yeah.
And then I got my 48 inch. This is last year's model C1. And it's a beautiful 48 inch. I love this TV. And we both got PlayStation 5s.
Yeah, of course.
And well, Samia started streaming Elden Ring, despite Alicia started streaming.
Yeah.
Trucker knows her name. I mean, Trucker sent me this fucking controller, so obviously he knows our address too. But he's actually gonna probably move in with us eventually. That's the idea. He'll move in with
Neat.
us. He'll move in with us, and then as I work on getting him.
And then you're gonna stream your reality sitcom.
Oh, he's 6'5". This motherfucker with a baby face. Trucker, where the fuck are you? I'm about to fucking. I'll text him. His name's David, actually. I have on my phone David McTrucker son. You'll love him. He's kind of like Dan, but not as nefarious. If that makes sense. Like he's a straight shooter, but like he's not a dick. Oh well, at least not at least not to the people who he hasn't tried to date. He has an issue of pissing off women. But that's our trucker. Yeah, he's a good dude. So he sent me a message like 2 months ago, going close to it, 'cause just right after I merged my actual streaming community, which is like 4 people, and this sent me his Discord, and then he's just like, I don't feel like setting up a Discord. Can I just have a section on your Discord since it's already set up? I'm like, I don't see a problem with it, but did you check with Samantha? And I already knew the answer, but he's just like, yeah, she said to check with you. Which is basically just like, yeah, of course. But so I said though, like, why don't we do a streaming group? Because why don't we it's like, why don't we make Samia's cat treat an actual streaming group, VTuber streaming group, which is what we're doing. It's the 3 of us right now, and you know, most of my mods, either you're gonna laugh about this. Most of my mods tend to be either underage or gay, or or trans.
They just happen to be that way, right?
Yeah. Wow. Well, Lunar's fucking underage. They are also trans, and Gun is 19 at least. They are gender fluid, and then I got my number one Discord kitten, which is the Trinidadian from West Philly, who's 18, and he's a femboy, and I think I may have got a femboy that likes me.
It's alright. It turns out there's an incredibly large
Dick.
like LGBTQ following in board gaming too.
Yeah. So like it turns out like all right. So first of all, obviously I'm openly pansexual these days, and then Samia's poly, and I consider myself poly as well. I'm experimenting. Yeah, yes, my wife has a secondary partner. He's a 6'4" 3" British dude. He's the kooky. That's the Samia's baby on the Discord. He's so innocuously nice. Um, well, as I was going through growing pains, I wanted to be upset about it, but the truth of the matter is, he's really a nice guy. He's just such a sweetheart, and I don't know, it pisses me off, or I'm just happy with it sometimes. Sometimes I don't know, but yeah, Kookie's a good dude. So she's got Kookie, and he helps her through shit as well. So it's kind of like a tag team effort, which helps a lot.
Yeah.
So all she has going on. Um, and it would appear maybe I'm roping in femboys and gender fluid furries and oh god, I guess it's the culmination of me being such an open minded person.
I mean, it makes sense. It probably has a lot to do with your upbringing, where you were into girl on girl porn, which made you gay.
Yes, I tell people that all the. I just told someone. I just told an observer from the new class that I had, and I only told him because he is actually a friend of another guy who I worked with for many years, and I trained 5 years ago. He's a dispatcher now, but like he was a third shift at dorm for a long time as well. His name was Scott. We're super cool, and so I found out Dennis was, as they put it, Scott's boy. Like Dennis and I got along real well, so I'm pretty sure he's the one I told. Like my mom walked in on me, and I was like, all right, so you know how my old bedroom was. So I had the closet door open, and I'm not on stream right now. By the way, I want to make this very clear. Despite the, I kind of said I'm streaming. I'm not streaming on you. Oh, let me double check. I'm streaming this.
Let me make sure I'm not streaming my most embarrassing moments of childhood.
Well, I talk about my foot fashion stream all the time, so it can't be that bad, right? I was like, I tell you whatever the fuck I spam in the fucking chat. Um, yeah, don't talk to me about foot fetishes because I'll go on a giant spaz about how Josh Whedon is a fucking closeted foot fetish fucking asshole who forces his actresses to show their feet in scenes where Quentin Tarantino, if you're a woman, you know what you're signing up for. That fucking dude loves feet. It's not a secret. He's very open about it. His wife knows it too. That's how open they're about. She obviously gives him a good. All right, I'm gonna make my usual joke. She obviously puts her best foot forward when it comes to her husband. Her best foot forward. Now whatever. Matt,
Sorry,
did you hear my
I
turn?
got a little focused.